What's going on, Omegas? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mega4K, you already know. And today I am bringing you another tutorial video. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing at the moment, so we're gonna check it out together and hopefully we'll figure it on out. Today we're gonna be installing a brand new grill on the Audi TT. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so this is what the stock grill looks like. As you guys can see, this big old piece here, it's hideous. And I don't really like the box pattern, being that there is honeycomb inside of the O-rings. I don't know if it'll show up. It probably won't show up. I need more lighting in here. Oh wait, hold on. You guys might be able to see it, but it's honeycomb in there and squares out here, so it obviously does not match. And it has the chrome trim, as you guys seen in my other video when I showed you guys the grill that I purchased. It came with the chrome trim, but we did some modifications, so check it out. Alright guys, so this is the new grill, and as you can see, I decided to go ahead and black out the chrome trim. How I did that was I sanded it down with 600 grit sandpaper just to basically get the clear coat off of the chrome trim. I say because it's plastic. So I sanded it with 600 grit, and then I hit it with Rust-Oleum gloss black with the primer and the paint combo. So it was basically a rattle can job, and it came out pretty smooth. As you can see, it is nice and glossy. So this is today's big project. We are going to be installing that grill on the TT. Like I said, never done this before. From what I read, you have to pull off the front bumper. I've never pulled off the front bumper before, so let's go. So we are going to pop the hood, take a look-see in there. So what we got 1, 2, and there's 2 more behind these plastic pieces right here. To get these out, I will show you a close-up real quick, but it's real easy. There's a little tab up here that you press in, and then you're going to want to pull them downward, basically down and out towards the headlights. So down and out towards that way. I'll show you the little tab right quick. Alright, so you're going to push this little tab right there. This tab right here, you're going to pull that back. That's going to pop that piece up like so. And then this whole piece, you're just going to pull down and out towards the headlight, pop it on out just like so. As you can see, no tabs are broken, and bingo, you have your other torque screw. Now these Torx up here, these and these are Torx 30s, so they're T30 screws, and I hope that helps you guys out. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen these up and take it from there. I believe after this we will be pulling the wheel liner out. So I might have to turn the wheels in order to pull the wheel liner because I am not jacking up the car, so stay tuned. Alright, so I went ahead and I removed the 4 Torx screws from the top half, and as you can see, it has a decent amount of wiggle on the top. So I think the top is pretty much loose. Now the next step would be to get the bumper to come off. So I believe behind here in the fender there's a liner, more Torx, and I'll let you know what size they are in a second. But yeah, I gotta pull the liner out, so I'm gonna have to turn the wheel that way so that I can get up in here in order to pull it out a little bit so that I can see back there. Should be 2 bolts up here, I'm not sure the size yet, and we'll get there. So I went ahead and turned the wheels all the way to the left so that I could get in the right fender liner. And as you can see, there's a Torx here, you got another one up here, and then there's one in the center which I don't think I have enough clearance to remove. So I think I'm just going to try and peel it that far, and hopefully I'll be able to see the 2 bolts back there. And yeah, these are Torx 20s, so T20 head on these, T30s on the grill. And yeah, so I'm gonna peel this liner back and show you guys what's back there, so check it out. Alright guys, so I went ahead and removed those 2 Torx, and when you pull the fender liner back, Let's see if I can get in there. Yep, you see those two bolts back there? There's one on top of each other, 1 and 2. Kind of hard for me to point, but it's right. There's 1 and there's 2 right there. Those I have to remove, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now, and then I'm going to repeat this process on the other side, and we should be free. If not, then that means that there's more Torx underneath the actual bumper, so we shall see. Alright guys, so I went ahead and removed the 2 bolts that were in there, as you can see, and basically that released the bumper a little bit, but then it was hung up down here, so I had to take these Torx out as well. And then basically you just want to push this out, like pop it off this little frame there, and then push it forward and it'll pop on out like so. And that's how you take off the side of the bumpers. I took off those 2 nuts that were on there, and those were 10 millimeters. So now I'm gonna go repeat this process on the driver's side, and the whole entire bumper should come off. Fingers crossed. Look how messy I am, holy moly. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and hopefully the bumper will come off, and then we'll take it from there. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got the bumper off finally. Now you can go ahead and unplug your fogs at this moment if you want. Holy moly, I got some damage down there to those clips. I think every single one. I didn't have to take any bolts out of those, which I think I should have during this removal, but I have no idea where those Torx are. So I don't have any Torx underneath my car. That's probably why the bottom of my bumper looks all wavy. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out the back of this grill here. Looks like there's a bunch of tabs along the inside. I'm assuming that I'm just gonna have to pop the tabs. But at this moment, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the fogs so that I can flip her down and look at the back side. So check it out. So here's the back end of the bumper. Looks like you have tabs going around that you can pry with a flathead screwdriver, but there are also Torx. Looks like 1, 2, 3, and 4 on that side. Looks like there's only 4 Torx holding it down, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove those Torx, pop these tabs, and hopefully this grill will pop on out so that I can pop the new one right on in. Fingers crossed. This has been some work because I was a little nervous about just pulling on the bumper, so don't be scared guys, it will just pop right on off, and don't mind the little waviness I got going on in the bottom. We're not going to talk about that, alright? So we finally got the stock grill out, and boom, here is the bumper cover. Now as you can see, we have a bit of a problem. This right here is silver, and you're going to be able to see that through the grill. When I mock it on up, as you can see, hold on, let me get some light on the situation. Alright, so as you can see, it's silver, and you can see that through the grill, and that I don't like. So I think we are going to just hit that with some black spray paint real quick, and I don't have any tape, so this should be interesting. We're just going to freehand it and hope for the best. But there's a little sneak peek of what it's going to look like, and it's looking fresh. Alright guys, so it's going to be a little hard to see, but boom, as you can see, I gloss black that centerpiece. So hopefully that'll hide that a little bit better. We shall see. I'm just letting it dry a little bit, about to hit it with another coat, being that I didn't sand or anything like that. So hit it with another coat, let that dry, and then we'll be reinstalling. So I went ahead and put the Audi logo into the grill. Very easy. Basically a couple of screws right there. There's a plastic piece, it clips right in. But now that that piece is gloss black, I'll slap that in there so you can see. See how much better that looks? It's gonna hide it very good. You're not even gonna really notice that part. So I'm gonna go ahead and snap this grill into the bumper, and then we will be ready to install it back onto the car by basically reversing the steps that I did. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in those 2 fog lights, then I'll be putting it on up, putting the tabs up around the corner, and then putting all the Torx back in. So stay tuned, keep it locked. Next time I turn on the camera should be all installed, so Stay tuned. So I just finished the install and woo, it is looking so nice. Don't mind my messy hands. I'll show you guys it now, and then I'm gonna go home, shower. Then I gotta take the car to get detailed. I'm going to be washing the crap out of it, because the whole reason I was doing this tonight was because there's Cars and Coffee tomorrow, and I wanted it to be looking, you know, somewhat newer than last time, so we had to throw the grill on in. I was able to actually install the grill without a jack. I didn't have to lift the car or nothing. I did have to get in and keep turning the wheels, you know, left and right in order to gain access to the wheel well, but just by taking out those 2 Torx, you can remove the liner enough to get to those 2 bolts in the bumper. So I hope this saves you guys a lot of time. It does make it a little difficult to get the right angle on them, but it seemed to work perfectly. Like with the wheel turned, I could put the ratchet right up against the wheel and it was the right angle to get to the nuts. So do it that way, save yourself a whole bunch of time. Some people like to pull the wheels off to make it easier and all that stuff. That's fine and dandy, but if you want to spend 2-3 hours just pulling off your bumper, then do it that way. You want to do it in about a half hour, holla at your boy, you already know. Yeah, I'm so happy it worked. And I want you guys to take a look-see at the finished product. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you guys like it. You already know what it is, fam. So without further ado, I'll show it to you now. Like I said, gonna go wash the car, and then we'll get some B-roll, baby. And you know, we'll show it to you in all of its glory. So check it out. Alright guys, so this is what it's looking like. Woo, it looks so fresh. So I went from that to that. In my opinion, it looks like 40,000 times better, so I'm happy with it. Like I said, about to go wash up. Look at my hands. Woo! Stay tuned, check it out. I'm out of here, need to wash up. I feel like yuck, you know what I'm saying? So I'll see you soon. Alright, so we made it down to Rudy's car wash. I'm about to give my baby a bath. She's about to get all detailed and purty. Then we're gonna go through some B-roll for you guys. So check it out.